It appears as if Tennessee State University is in a lot of financial trouble. Just recently, they had to lay off over 100 employees. What can we attribute to these problems? Well, on the one hand, many have said, and it seems to have been confirmed, that over the years, the university was severely underfunded. On another hand, there's also a line of thinking that says the former president mishandled funds and apparently is still being paid $800,000 despite no longer being with the university. Both things can be true, but what's most important now is what is the path forward for Tennessee State University?
State University trying to claw itself out of financial turmoil. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Yesterday, the school announced 114 layoffs amid its ongoing financial crisis. University leaders admit they wouldn't have been able to make payroll this month had it not been for the state's help. But News 2's Nikki McGee spoke with alumni who still have faith in TSU's new leadership.
Mounting financial pressures came to light Thursday as the TSU financial presentation detailed scholarships being used more like discounts. The school's unbalanced funds fell under the microscope as TSU's interim president detailed his way forward.
The lack of checks and balances is beyond troubling.
Dr. Roland Johnson announced 114 layoffs and a 100-day plan, which he estimates will yield $13 million in savings. Lawmakers suggested TSU leaders sell its downtown campus, something many alumni oppose. The Nashville mayor suggests they consider a joint development to generate funds.
TSU is such a fundamental part of our educational landscape, and it does create opportunity for thousands of Nashvillians.
I mean, that's why you're here. You're here basically to take it down to the studs and then rebuild it. I know you know that. And the state cannot continue on a month-to-month basis propping up the payroll at the university. It is going to require a review of your academic programs. The programs that don't have significant enrollment are going to need to be cut, and faculty are going to need to be laid off. You're going to have to continue to reduce your workforce at the university. You cannot sustain this level of monthly payroll. It is just not possible.
We can't cut any deeper in the supplies and the travel and some of the other discretionary spending, capital purchases. So yes, you're right. We got to look at the people.
We took the COVID dollars and paid off student balances. Somebody said, pay yourself first. Well, that's what we did.
So what do you think the state got wrong about that? Because that was a big topic that they addressed.
The state didn't get it wrong. The state was deliberate in their intentions to spread that.
Glover said that much of what we heard from lawmakers were distractions, like this $800,000 contract she signed with TSU right before she announced her retirement. So is that $800,000 number accurate?
It's in the ballpark.
Okay. What would you tell those folks who might think that you're accepting money from a school that doesn't have any?
Well, I'm not accepting $100,000 from them. That's just about, that was the value of the buyout.
Glover said that this was an agreement that lawmakers should have known about since they were the ones that forced her into retirement. But it's not like she cashed one big check.
I wouldn't want to put TSU in that kind of position. I was the one that said, don't give me all the money up front. I do it over a period of time.
So are you still getting paid by TSU?
Yes, but it's a much smaller amount.
The reason she is being paid, and this was news to me, is that Glover says that she's actually still working for the university to bring in donors and help recruit students. Stuff that she says was clearly spelled out in this agreement when the TSU board was replaced and she was forced to retire. Glover said this whole stuff with COVID and the contract were all distractions from the fact that TSU has been underfunded billions of dollars over several decades by the same state now telling them they have to make major cuts just to survive.